Data manipulation. Model service. Model service is one of the most frequently used out-of-the-box service. You will use it for big range of operations like creating, saving, cloning and deleting items. Checking the state of the model. Is it new, updated or even deleted? Locking the item so different threads cannot change it. And attach or detach the item from the model context. For model context, there are 5 methods. Attach or detach the single item. Detach the item by the PK. Detach all items. And check if item is attached. For instantiating an item, there are 6 different methods. 2 of them are for item creation by class or type code, and 4 of them for cloning. Simple clone, clone to different target class, clone with custom cloning context, and clone to different target class with custom cloning context. On clone, model attributes are cloned by link, so clone's properties will be same as original. But if property is marked as a part of, it will be cloned as well, which results in deep copy. If you want to customize the cloning process, provide your own cloning context. For example, you can configure it to skip the read-only attributes. For persistence, there are 4 methods. Refresh will retrieve values from the database, so if item was changed outside of your code, you can get those changes. But if you have some unsaved changes, they will be lost. Save will save the item. Save all will save collection of items. And save all without parameters will save all models from the current model context. This one should be used carefully as it saves every model that was created with the model service's create method. Model service can also be used to get the item by the primary key or example. For delete, there are 3 methods. Remove an item, remove comma-separated items, and remove collection of items. With lock method, you can prohibit different threads to modify your item. This can be used inside the transaction only. Lock will be released upon the commit. If different threads try to save the locked item, they can face a timeout. Model service can enable transactions, so saving will happen in the single transaction. If they are disabled, each item will have its own transaction. In the end, you can reset those changes back to the default value. The default is configured with the Model Service Transactional Saves property. There are 4 methods to get the model state. Is new? Does it have a PK? Is modified? Is it new or having updated attributes? Is up to date? Is it not new? Are model properties not changed and database values staying the same? And is removed? Does it have a primary key and not exists in the database? There are few other methods. Init defaults will iterate over interceptors, so default values are set. Get or set the attribute value can be used to get properties by string qualifier. Is unique constraint error as root cause? Method can check your exception for such condition. Once model is saved, Hybris triggers the after save event. It wraps the type of operation, create, update or remove, and item's primary key with the type code. Your logic can be placed in the listener for such event. There are few properties to configure after save event triggering. By default, events are triggered as asynchronous, but if you change it to synchronous mode, events will be processed in the same thread as model service's save method call. Other configs can change the time interval between the events firing and the amount of events per such interval. The last option, ignored types, is for type codes that should not fire such events. Let's wrap it up. The model service is used for persistence operations, state check, locking, and context interaction. Once item is persisted, after save event is published. That's it for the model service.